Well, friends, you find me less than happy, I've got to be honest. I got some of the Woodland Scenics realistic water and the tint to do the paddy field, and it did this. Brilliant, eh? Now, I did nothing different on this pour to my one on the original Salura Densha, for those who remember that. Had the river on it. Don't know what went wrong. The only thing that was different, I will say, actually, would be the fact that the baseboard is foam board on this, but I don't think it should have made that much difference. The room was technically temperature controlled. I have an EC unit, so the temperature was kept consistent. So why it all peeled up like that, I've got no idea, but I've managed to scrape most of that off. And now I've put cork there. This is all rock solid. But I put cork down there, all across both pieces, both bits there. I'm just going to think of a new scene to put there. Coinciding with the end of lunch, and I got that ready to put down, so I have to wash that later. But once 24 hours time, once this is all dried. But yes, as you can see, there's a lot of PVA gone in. I want to make sure that cork is firmly secured down. A lot of things have been taken off at the minute. I was in 2 minds to scrap the layout, I will be honest. I'm going to try and rescue it. We'll see what happens. I'll try my best not to scrap it, because it would be such a waste of material and effort and time and all that. And it has got shows booked now, you know, Severn Valley next year, Sheffield show in September, also September, that one. It's not in Canada. But yeah, not very happy at all with what's going on here. It was a real sort of, it was gutting. You see where it all flooded out to. Well, it flooded, it seeped out to, because it was actually below the waterline. You know, in the dip, it was all in the dip, and it just started pooling over the top and up the path and onto the farmhouse and all sorts. And there's, yeah. So yes, push on. But that's and so you may have seen the video with the new train, yeah, running nicely. It's obviously all packed away at the minute. So I'm just noticing something else now. Still waiting on the trees and the tanks to be delivered for it. Though I had an email yesterday for the inn. That's been, was it in yesterday? It was Sunday, maybe, possibly. But anyway, recently, the inn, which was meant to be released this month, has been put back to next month. And today I had an email to say that the DD200, which was meant to be released this month, has been put back to September. And I find this one kind of funny because, like, obviously the shop's got no control over release dates. That's manufacturers, and manufacturers possibly haven't got control of those release dates. But the particular shop I use, they are so funny about you cancelling orders. It's just like, so you can be moved around and everything like that, but we only have a week or so, a week or 3 days or something like that to actually cancel the order manually ourselves without having to contact them. I'm going to be honest, I am considering cancelling a few of the pre-orders, just on the basis saying, you know, because things have moved around, it's not, there are more than just those that have moved. It's sort of mucking up my ear a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. In a minute, it should be alright. It should all be alright. Well, it will be all be alright, obviously. But yes, it's only me getting a bit nervous because, as always, the anxiety kicks in around this time of year because August is when the car's MOT is due. And considering it passed last year absolutely fine, apart from one of the running lights wouldn't come on, which I gave them the fix for. I just changed both of them. If you have a Volvo, particularly a V40, I don't know about other models of Volvo, but both running lights, they don't like to be different voltages. So if one gets replaced, you need to replace the pair. Otherwise, it might still show as one of them's malfunctioning, even though both, other it's not malfunctioning. Despite the fact other cars don't have these lights, because it says it has them, and it's obviously it's the whole thing with having a Volvo. And plenty of other brands do have them these days, but this isn't the headlights to stay on. These are separate lights down at the bottom. So not on the down bottom, they're within the headlight unit itself. But yeah, so once I said, you know, can you change the other one? And it sort of wasn't really taken serious, and they rang me up saying it's still not working. Oh, sorry, did I ring them? Yeah, I rang them and said, no, it's still not working. So, have you changed the other one? No. Well, can you do that, please? I'm going to be paying for both anyway, so can you just do that, please? Change the bulbs on both. Did it, and it worked. It passed. It's just like, guys, come on. But yeah, but you're just going to convince yourself it's going to cost millions of pounds to repair the car. So not in too great a place right now. There is another project I really want to get on with. I'd love to tell you all, but like I said in the other video, it's a case of, because I've set out and said, oh, I'm going to do this, and then things don't happen or whatever, I don't want to do that, basically, until I've got something I can show you and go, here, you know, this is something. And also, I will film it, so there will be videos coming of it, you'll see it all happen, but yeah, just for now, it's just going to be me and a little bit, a few bits of film I might take, and yeah, so, you know, you read between the lines there, there's something happening, I will film it, you will see it eventually, you will find out about it eventually, once it's happened. Until that point, I'm not going to say anything, because I don't want to be, oh yeah, oh Wilkie says he's doing this now, yeah, we'll see if that actually happens or not. Yeah, so, no paddy field, I need to work out what I'm going to do there. Also, you need to put some sort of thing behind the farm. Yeah, there was no way I was going to get any buildings down in there, so, yeah, because the bits that had dried of the resin, and, yeah, I don't know. It was a mess, as you saw. Okay, but, yeah. I think that's basically about it, isn't it, friends? Yes. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm doing my best to stick with it. Like I said, it was literally this time next week, it will be on show, so... yeah, I'm actually going to be taking two things who have decided with me to that one, so yeah. Right, well, I've got an exciting job to go and do, fill up the dishwasher. Just not with that, that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. It's alright. Fortunately, something doesn't smell, so yeah, but think about these things. I would have used the pot of grass, but it's not that full, so it's not weighing that much. I don't have anything else of sufficient weight to hand to do it, so it's going to have to be that. Just the way of things sometimes, isn't it? You grab what you've got to hand. But if I didn't do it in that moment, I wouldn't have ever got it done. I'd have just sort of sat and I needed to try and move forwards with this as quickly as possible. But yes, so I'll try and rescue it, and we'll see how we get on. Otherwise, 2 months work at the Swanee. But anyway, right, till next time, take care all, and I'll see you in the video. Bye.